and welcome back to a chip off the old block toys. I'm Jeff, and today we're going to rebuild a set that I have built by myself, not on camera before. We're going to build the Batman Batcave-Shadow Box. This is a set that's retired. It has 3,981 pieces and 7 minifigures. It is quite large with it's about 12 inches tall. It's about 21 inches wide, which is almost 2 feet and 6 inches deep. Now, the reason I'm rebuilding it is that in my city, as you guys know, I've discussed this before, where I'm building the beach to come out into the ocean, and then it's going to come over and come back, and then we're going to have the Italian Riviera on this side. And on this side, we have right now an abandoned mine shaft. We're also going to put an active mine shaft, and then above that is going to be the Batman Bat Layer. And this set is essential to that because I'm going to take the elements from this set and I'm going to incorporate them into this mountain. So if you guys would, hit that like button. If you're watching on Rumble, give it a rumble. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I had some trouble because it's almost 4,000 pieces laid out on the table. I did have some trouble finding some pieces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build the Batmobile, because that's what the instructions call for. We're gonna build that first, and we're gonna get as far as we can. Now, it's gonna come a point where I couldn't find some pieces, and when that happens, we're gonna switch over to building the shadow box itself. And then hopefully, as I lay out more pieces, when this table's cleared off, I'll be able to find the other pieces for the Batmobile, and we'll finish it. The Batmobile that comes with this set, we'll be able to finish that in a live stream like tomorrow or maybe the next day. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch my camera and go ahead and do this. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I had a great weekend, by the way. The weekend went really well. Got a lot done. My son Spencer was wanting to get some cats, and I was on Facebook. It's like Facebook Marketplace, kind of, but it's like the classifieds for your city, if you guys have those. And when looking at it, there was somebody giving away kittens, and so Spencer and I went and we got kittens. Getting there was fun because Google Maps took us on some private roads that we weren't allowed on. So we found out that we were trespassing. And not only that, we couldn't get any further because somebody put a gate up with a big old chain around it. So we were not able to go that way. I had to call the guy, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, sometimes Google Maps does that." And oh, nice. I just dropped a piece. And oh, there it is. So we had to call the guy, and he was like, "Yeah, you definitely went the wrong way. There's no gates." And yes, Google Maps does that sometimes. He's like, "You just gotta," and we had to go all the way around. It was like 5 miles to get to his house. But we got there, and the guy had a really cool name. His first name was Jeff. So I thought, awesome. What a cool name. You can't go wrong with a name like that. Not because it's my first name or anything, but But we got there, and the kitten, we were just planning on getting one, but the brother and sister are so attached to each other that I didn't want to separate them, neither did Spencer, so we ended up taking them both. And they're here, and Max is being a butthead. Max doesn't like them, but that's kind of his problem. Yeah, I meant to do that. All right. No, I didn't, but that's all right. Well, I'll tell you what. I already built this once, right? And you would think that it would be easier the second time. No, it's not. It's harder because it's harder to find the pieces. When you're building something for the first time, at least it's in bags, and the bags are numbered, and you've got the pieces fairly close to each other. So it's pretty easy to build because those bags, I would estimate about 150 to 200 pieces per bag. And, you know, that's pretty easy to find a piece like that. But then when you take all 4,000 and dump them out on the table, you're asking for a little bit of trouble, which that's exactly what I did. So, you know. All right. Oh, yeah, we got to put this the other way. Oh, there really is nothing. Okay. I would think there would have been something right here to fill that little void, but there's not. And okay, well, like I said, we're going to build the Batmobile as far as we can, as far as I have pieces. And then when we run out, we're going to just move on to the Batcave, the Shadow Box part. So. And I left my phone over there, and I just heard it go off. So let me grab it real quick. All right. I got to give my phone a minute to, oh, I don't know. It just sometimes it acts crazy when I first. There we go. Oh, yeah, now we're going to build this other part here. Okay. All right. Well, let's build this. And that was not important. Sorry. I probably shouldn't answer or look at my phone during this. But we do have a couple jokes for you. I got some news of the weird for you. I've got a little bit of everything for you guys. So, anyway. All right. Let's move right along on this build. So how's your guys, hey John, how's it going? How is your evening, morning, whatever it is? No, I'm just kidding. I know it's morning for you. Well, no, it's actually afternoon for you. You're 2 hours ahead of me. How's your afternoon going, John? How's work? I don't know if you guys are aware, there's a major internet outage right now. It started yesterday. Something about Amazon Prime servers are down or something crazy. I don't know. I'm not an expert in these things, but that's what I heard. And I know Bricklink has been down. It's a good thing I went and printed off my orders yesterday, actually. I printed them off probably about 5 in the evening, and then it went down at about 6. So I got really lucky that I did that because otherwise I'd be hurting. I couldn't even do my Bricklink orders, but I did it. So I have it. And let's see, let's make sure we do this right. Let's, okay. I do like when the media gets caught being stupid. And, you know, not that I don't really like being political on here. So don't take this as politics because I'm not discussing policy or anything like that. I'm discussing the media being fake, which I think we can all agree that our media does have a saying that if it bleeds, it leads. And basically what it means is if it creates excitement or whatever, or is tear-jerking or murderous or, you know, that kind of stuff, that's what they'll put on the front page. You know, they'll try to stir up excitement to sell papers or, articles these days, because nobody reads the paper anymore. But anyway, when you have when that's your platform, yes, sometimes they do some stupid things, and they got caught yesterday in the No Kings protest that happened. They had said that in Boston there was a big turnout, and they had a picture of it. Well, it started to fall apart, that narrative, when somebody was like, well, that right now, if it really was Boston, the trees have changed colors, and this is more like early summer photo. And someone did some digging and found out that it was a photo that had been used before. It was not the current photo. It was a lie. Not nearly as many people showed up as what was in that picture. And I just think it's funny they got caught in a lie. And quite frankly, I'm tired of the media fanning BS our way. They should be internal. Journalistic integrity has been lost, and it needs to be brought back. I'm just tired of it. I don't care what happens with the media. They will spin it in a certain way, and I'm tired of it. Again, I'm not trying to defend politics or any particular person, okay? I'm really not. But I am the kind of person that cares about integrity, and I care about honesty. And when I see the media fanning the flames because Donald Trump is deporting people, Donald Trump has actually deported less people than Obama did as president. But when Obama did it, because they support him, it was, oh, what a great thing he's doing. And I'm not saying whether it was great or not in either case. What I'm saying is, why is there the hypocrisy? Why is it when one person does it, it's just, for lack of a better word, shit, can't happen. But if another person does it, oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Again, I'm not trying to make a policy statement. I'm talking about the media and the fact that the media is dishonest, and they're trying to control you. And the fact that so many people fall for it, and because CNN said it, and it's like, are you kidding me? Really? No way. I had this piece. I actually found this piece because it was missing. Oh boy. I'm gonna take a second look for it. I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. Here we go. Okay, so now we're supposed to converge those two. Okay, this is a pretty big. This is like a little over 20. Okay, that's 10, 12. So that's 22 plus another 4. That's 20. This is 26 studs long. This is a really big Batmobile. Yeah, I'm also on the country living front. As you guys probably know, I've mentioned this many times. This is my first time living out in the country. Yes, I've been here 3 years. 3.5 years now, but there's still things that I'm just not fully up to speed on country life. And right now, the biggest thing that I'm dealing with is chickens. I'm not a chicken expert yet. I hope to be one day, but not really. I'm a slow learner when it comes to that. But anyway, I got 8 chickens a couple months back, and unfortunately, most of them turned out to be roosters. So now I'm kind of like, what do I do? I do know someone who will process them. And since I have so many roosters, I'm going to call her or send her a message and ask when the next time she's going to be in town. And whenever that is, that's when I'm going to get rid of some of those things, because they're just eating, and roosters don't produce eggs, obviously. So they're just kind of like having dead weight. And I want to keep at least 1 rooster, maybe 2. But right now, out of those 8 that I got, 6 of them are roosters. So I do need to get rid of that. And John, how's your morning going, man? How you been? I'm not sure how roosters and chickens operate. How does one become a rooster? Or they're born that way? Yeah, it's just like male and female. The hens are females, the roosters are males, and thank God that those things can't be non-binary. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I shouldn't bring my personal beliefs into this, but I'm so sick of that debate. All right. You can sell them. Yeah. Oh, breed my own chicks. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping 2 of them, John. What had happened was last year I had chickens up until about this time last year, and then the chickens they quit laying eggs. And it was because, like, it depends. Like, sometimes they'll lay for several years and sometimes they don't. Mine quit laying after about 3 years. And so I just, I don't want to feed something that's not going to produce me anything. It costs money. So I got rid of the whole entire batch. So, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a couple of the roosters so that they'll naturally hatch more chickens. But the last batch, that wasn't going to happen. They I don't know why, but that rooster was lazy. He was mean, but he was lazy. He wasn't servicing the hens, if you know what I mean. So he had to go. Anyway, John says you just paid for your microwave. Cool. Now, did they come over and install it, or did you just pay for it and you're waiting for them to deliver it? What's going on with that? Tonight, I'm going to continue my F111 if I'm not lazy. Nope, I have a server. Okay, awesome. Yeah, they're not terribly hard to replace, but they're no fun. I mean, I'm sorry. There's a million things I'd rather do besides fix things. Speaking of fixing things, Spencer and I did go out yesterday and open up the valve thing cover to the sprinklers, and we bled the sprinkler water out for the winter. That way, when it freezes, it won't bust the pipes. And that's something around here that you have to do once a year. And, well, it's supposed to get down to 26 tonight. So it was time to do it because we've been above freezing so far. All right. It was about 280 over the counter microwave. Yeah, mine goes right above the stove. And I do not want to replace that. I've done it once before, but I'm not interested. Don't let your water run a little bit during winter. I don't have to, John, because my house doesn't get that cold. And what they do, John, is when they design the home, like the well, they have what's called I think it's called the frost line. It's where they know how deep they have to put the pipes before it gets affected by the cold. And so when you dig around here, the water pipes are about 2 feet underground, because I think the frost line's like at 18 inches. So they dig it deeper than that, and that way, no matter how cold it gets, it can't freeze. But unfortunately, talking about sprinklers, those come up to the surface, and yeah, there's not much you can do about that. But yeah, that's what they do. They just dig it deep enough to they don't ever freeze. Now, if I go away on vacation or something, I probably would leave one of the bathrooms and the kitchen sink dripping a little bit, just because when you're gone, although the chances of it freezing are small, you don't want that to happen while you're gone, obviously, because then you're gonna come home to a giant mess. Oh, on the outside pipes, they have what's called the anti-siphon valve, and the anti-siphon valve, it when you turn off the water, going back probably about 1.5 feet, it drains the water. So the part that sticks out and a good 18 inches inside the house are not exposed to the cold ever. I mean, the water's empty because of the way the anti-siphon thing works. So those never freeze. You just have to disconnect the hose from the outside, which we did that as well already. We did that yesterday. So yeah, I mean, they kind of got it all built in, because but it does get super cold here sometimes. Oh my gosh, we've had temperatures of -27 here. That's the worst it's ever been. And I know anybody from Minnesota is gonna be like, "Oh man, you're a wimp." Yeah, well, maybe I am. But yeah, -27 is still pretty cold. Well, we really don't have to worry about pipes bursting here in Florida. Yeah, you really probably don't. But in New Jersey, if I went away for a week, we turned the water off if we went. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Well, I could turn it off, but because I have well water, I'm responsible for all of it. It's not like in the city where you're only responsible, to the curb or whatever. No, I'm responsible for the whole entire system because it's self-contained. It's a well. Yeah. So these are supposed to be machine guns that come out. Do you do the water ice test with a pot of water instant fresh? And I know I haven't. I forgot about that, actually. I think I told you I used to work construction straight out of high school, and we had a job one time up in North Dakota, and I can't remember. It was I can't remember how cold it was because I was 18 years old. Now I'm in my 50s. But the point of this is that this guy, he spit on purpose because he's like, it'll freeze before it hits the ground. And he did. He spit and it popped and it froze before it hit the ground. So I know that's possible, but yeah. Maybe I did grab all the pieces for this. I thought I was missing a couple of them. I know I'm missing a couple on the Batcave. It's always the first little bit of doing a big build like this after you've already done it. A big bit of it is always hard because you have the most pieces out and it's the hardest to find the pieces. The further you get along the build and you use pieces and are less in the pile, actually it goes way faster. And I'm definitely at the beginning stages of this, so I just got to deal with it. I love how it's the Batmobile, but they got to give it brake lights to keep it street legal. That's funny. That actually is hilarious to me. There's Rex. I'm building. Hey, buddy, I'm sitting here watching your. Oh, okay. No, that's not Rex. That's Ken. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. How you doing, Ken? Waiting to clock in at 1:45 and work until 12:30. Awesome. So Ken, how was your weekend? What'd you do this weekend? I had a fabulous weekend. Spencer got himself 2 new kittens. And they're little. They're like 11 weeks old. I don't know why I agreed to it. I don't know. But anyway, they are cute. They're identical. You have wild cats outside. I do. Well, they're not really wild anymore, though, John. They've gotten used to me, and they don't hiss at me anymore. I kind of miss it, actually. Because when I go out there to feed them, they don't get all hostile with me anymore. They actually let me pet them for a little bit, but only when there's food out. Now, if I try to approach them, like outside of feeding time, I do get a mouthful of hissing. I'm doing fantastic, and I started on the Lego replica of Millennium Falcon UCS. It snaps together as you. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I mean, look, I used to be a Lego purist, but not anymore. I'm sorry, but Legos are just getting too expensive, and I don't want to give up the building hobby. So you might see me start doing some Lumi bricks sets and stuff like that, because I still want to build. I just don't want to pay the stupid prices. So good on you, Ken. Glad you got it. Use Kobe, yeah. What happens when I sell the place? The same thing that happened when I bought this place. It is pretty common around here for people to leave outside cats with the house. So the indoor cats I will take with me, and the outdoor ones just stay here with the property. And almost every home out here in the country has several outdoor cats, because the mice are really, really bad around here. And I am happy with my mouse patrol, as I call them, because I've lived here, like I said, I'm working on 4 years, and I've only seen one dead mouse in the house, and I've only seen one evidence of one live one, but then the cats took care of that. So yeah, that's a pretty good track record in 4 years, only having two mice. These cats really do take care of it. So got to have some appreciation for them. Hopefully the new occupants don't eat the cats. Well, I can't say too much about that, John. Use Kobe, hundreds of military vehicles and trains to choose from. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Excuse you, I guess cats are effective as... Yeah, well, I don't know about Jack Russell Terriers. I know you've had them. So I don't really know, but I really do like having cats. Cats can be good companions too. And a couple of my outdoor cats, not all of them, but I've got 2 in particular that are really friendly with me now. In fact, occasionally I let them in the house and I spoil them a little bit. So you've had 2 Jack Russell Terriers for 25 years. Yeah, I remember when I first met you, John, you had 1 Jack Russell Terrier. Kind of looked like the target dog. And let me see if this is important. I probably should just turn it off. Oh. All right, I need to turn this off because it's going to go off. All right, yeah. Well, I turned it down. It just went off. Jackets for short. Oh, that's cool. I never thought about referring to them as jackets. Oh, really? These are supposed to be machine guns. Why do they cover them? Okay, well, whatever. I'm following directions, guys. So if it don't make sense, don't shoot me. And this was a pain to grab all these pieces for this. That table over there is looking really bad. So I can't wait to get this done today. And then I'm going to start immediately after building this. I'm going to start laying out the pieces for tomorrow. We're going to continue this tomorrow. And and don't leave. I'm not done for today. I'm just saying that we're going to continue the stream for tomorrow. And we're going to just get it done as quick as we can. Okay, oh, there it is. Okay, so here we have so far the Batmobile. It's kind of dark, so you really can't see it. All right, let's go back to here. Okay, now I remember I was missing a piece on this one, so but that's okay. We'll still get as far as we can. Yeah, so my Batmobile is going to look a little funny here because I couldn't find all the pieces for it. I know they're over there. I will look for them. But yeah, it's going to look a little funny though for right now because I can only build one of these little things that go on the side of the car. Yeah, there we go. One of the little tails here. There we go. I'll build the other one as far as I can get it, but I don't have enough to finish it. And actually, I can't because I'm missing an important piece. That is as far as I can build it. All right, let's put the wheels on this thing. Oh boy, it doesn't want to cooperate here. All right, well, there we go. All right, so we do have the Batmobile as far as I can get it. We're just missing this one little thing here, and then we're missing the flame, which I couldn't find either. So here's the Batmobile. And I'm going to go ahead and just set this aside, and we're going to start building the actual Batcave. What's amazing to me is how when you're setting these pieces out, you think, oh, I got too many. So all right. Sorry. Okay. Well, let's do this. So this is the part that I was interested in building because I'm going to use this for I'm going to be using this for my city. And I love this shadow box because it is, for being as compact as it is, this thing is loaded with features. And by the end of today, we're going to start seeing some of those little features. And I do think this little bit of cave work that we do here is probably the most awesome part of this. And I'll turn around and let you see this. So what they do in this set is they really do try to make it look like a cave. And there's going to be a lot of that going on here as we move along. And if you pay attention, you'll see that effect happening. And I think it's really cool. When I built this for the first time, I was really amazed by this set. And I still am amazed by the set. I mean, just because I built it once doesn't mean the amazement goes away. Oh, I messed that up. Let's move that over. Okay. And here we go. Here's some more of that, what I'm talking about, them using every inch and every little square block, I should say, of this set to make it look like an actual cave. I really do like that aspect of this. Sorry, I had trouble sleeping last night. I don't know if you guys have those nights where you just lay in bed and you just can't sleep and your mind's not racing, nothing like that. You just can't sleep. And last night I had 2 different times where I just laid in bed for a couple hours and nothing happened. And I finally fell asleep. So I don't know what's going on. I probably should go set a doctor's appointment because this is not normal. And I need my sleep. Well, I hope to be able to set out more pieces tonight, more pieces that I can run a longer live stream tomorrow. And hopefully this internet situation with the Amazon servers being down gets fixed overnight. Because right now, Bricklink, there's a lot of things that are down. So, but yeah, Bricklink's one of the sites that are down right now. Oh, I couldn't press it down, and there's a tile stuck in here. So hopefully we can get that out. There we go. That is one of the things that happen with Legos. And yes, I do say Legos on purpose because I think that's the dumbest argument in the world. Yeah, it's singular. No, it's plural. How about it's just whatever I want to call it? Okay. Lego my ego. Exactly, John. It should be my ego. Oh, I grabbed the wrong color brick. I'll get one though. There we go. I knew I'd be able to find it in the instant because that's a pretty easy piece to find. It's bigger. All the bigger pieces are usually easier to find in a pile. So, John, how's your mom doing? She can see clear since the surgery. Awesome. I'm glad to hear the surgery was a success. Now, this is a really, like I said, it's almost 2 foot long, so it's a pretty big set. How's your job going, John? You've been there for, man, I don't know how long now, but it's been a long time because I remember when you first got the job. Okay, yeah, look at that. It doesn't even, it barely fits within the frame. Okay. I'm so sick of Facebook polluting my feed with politics and everything sports related. I block them all. Good. We have new training agents. I'm team leader of about 6 people for the Modine account. Okay. All right. Well, on this build, we are continuing to do the a little bit of work on the ground to make it look like a cave. I'm considered management to a certain extent since I deal directly with the client. So you take calls as well, or do you just take those calls where I want to speak to your manager? And then John's like, great, I got to deal with some Karen. Give me a minute. No, ma'am, we don't offer concierge service. No, ma'am, you're mistaken. Our product does not come with that. I still take calls, but now busy season. Okay, well, that makes sense. I'm going to turn this around in just a minute so you guys can see the little bit of work that's being done to continue to make it look like a cave, which, again, I think that's one of the selling points of this set is how they use every square inch. Yeah, look at that, right through here. They make it look like a real cave. And John, I almost told a few Karens to stick it where the sun don't shine. Yeah, some people you just can't please, and that's exactly who I'm referring to. Well, John, in this area where I'm at, no, there wouldn't be any rioting, but I did go down to Ogden, Utah over the weekend to do my grocery shopping, and I was afraid I was going to run into it there. But no, not really. I didn't see anything at all. They said Salt Lake City had thousands and thousands of people, but people disproved that. They were lying. They were using old pictures of something else. So no, it wasn't too bad here. They were small, yeah, and they tried beefing it up by using old pictures for different events that had happened, and it's so shameful that they can't just report the damn news. They have to make it up. Okay, if things are not that exciting, then it's a slow news day. It's okay. I think we understand that slow news days happen, and it's okay. It's still pretty fragile right now, so I have to gotta go easy on this. All right, what is next? Next is putting up these little things right here. Oh, wrong way. Let's do it right. You can tell what kind of clothing they wore. Yeah, and that was one thing. And then in the case of the picture in Boston, someone pointed out that if it was really taken on Saturday in that area, because somebody knew it really well, that they would have seen the trees changing colors because it's fall, and it wasn't. And then somebody else went back and found when that picture was, and it was of a totally different event. Okay, I'm going to slide this aside because the next thing we're doing 3 of them. So let's build 3 of them. Like in winter coats being shown in summer. Yeah, it was the opposite. Oh, shoot, look at that. I messed that up. All right, well, I'll fix it. I might put my dining room chairs in the garage since Porthos uses those to climb on the table. Oh, he's being a little stinker. Now, I was able to find everything except for all the tools that go on these little clips. I'll have to find them this evening, hopefully, when I am looking for other pieces. Hopefully I'll find them, and then I can place them where they belong, and the next stream will have everything done, including the one piece that's missing from the Batmobile. We'll be able to find that. If I don't find it while I'm going through the pieces tonight, and that includes any of the pieces that I've had so far, if I can't find them by the time I lay out pieces for the next live stream, then I'm just going to go ahead and grab them from my personal stash out there in the shop. I don't see any reason to delay it, and I just need to get this done. So I'll get those pieces out of there if I don't find them out there. I might put my, oh, I already read that. Okay. Okay, let's lay these out. Wow, I am missing a ton of these tools. Huh. All right, so we have the Bat Cave started. You got a big chunk of it. And because we have a thing on the end of this hinge, I'm thinking this is the widest it's going to be, or the longest it's going to be. We've got a little bit of a bat cave going on here with the tools, and I think this is where I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is where the car, there's a platform it sits on, but yeah, it's just big enough to fit the Batmobile on it. So that's how that's going to go. I'll search for this piece here so we can finish this fin. And then I'll look for the tools because those are the only things that we're missing. Hey, Brett's Builds, how's it going? How you doing today? And we got the Bat Cave effect going here with the rocks and the stalagmites and stalactites going. All right, well, this is all I've got laid out for today. So I'll be continuing this set build tomorrow morning, same time. And if you guys would, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you're over on Rumble, give it a rumble. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great afternoon and be good to each other and stay safe out there. Catch you on the next one. And later, Brent.